Okay.
We will look into it. Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year. Keep a hold of your hat, Counselor. Now is not the time to lose your nerve. It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside the railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right, Skipper.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn exit.
Another body. And Deirdre Muller's ring. The Emperor may soon have to come to terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
What exactly did you get that book of riddles shoved up your ass, Phelps? Is that what your old man paid college tuition for?
Yeah, among other things.
You think those Vice boys get any on the side? Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
Alright. I don't know why the sound in this game is all over the place. Jeez. Oh, that's cinematic view.
You've got to admit, this is looking odd.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators...
Cole, Hugo Moeller was identified by the school's groundskeeper. He's our guy.
Witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran, for God's sake.
And he always maintained he was set up.
Any Central Unit, 459 suspects to be taken into custody at the trolley station on Lucas Avenue. Stand by for further.
But yeah, I thought I charged old, what's his face? Rooney, not Muller. I guess, oh, okay, that's what Rusty's saying. He's still at large, therefore he's the guy. Alright, let's see here.
This is car 11 King. Go ahead with further.
11 King 245.
You should have iced those folks. You leave no witnesses, you stay out of the
I'm not
poke.
riding all the way to Santa Ana and then on to Cincinnati with you pissing in my
But
ear.
I'm tired of always being on the lam.
I don't have a choice. A stick-up charge is still a stick-up charge, and I ain't going back inside.
You're both coming with me. Don't do anything stupid.
Alright. Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
You gotta get me closer.
Oh shit.
Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
Do a barrel roll. Ooh. Out of the way.
I'll try to shoot out the tires.
Yeah.
Wish me luck.
I wonder how random Rusty shooting out the tires is.
Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
Fucker. Oh my gosh.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close. Coming
Hands
downtown
behind your
with
head.
us.
Good thing the suspects are never killed in these chases.
Car 11K calling KGPL. Code 4 at the Lucas Avenue trolley station. The 459 suspects are in custody.
Roger, 11K. All units, code 4 on the 459 suspects at the Lucas Avenue trolley station.
Doggone right.
Will work in a rayon mill at Saint-Georges-de-Beauce.
Hey.
Receive the Dominion's minimum wage of $12 a week. The displaced girls brought from Frankfurt will be taught the rayon spinning process and are under contract for 2 years, during which time they'll be lodged in a convent school. Here they will pay $6.50 of their wages for board and lodging.
What are we looking at here as far as a route? Yeah. Ah, boy. Yeah, no.
They at least are no longer among Europe's wanderers.
Maybe this way.
On the reverse side, the steamship Rapid waits at Montreal to repatriate 500 Yugoslavs who prefer to try life under Tito. They're not leaving empty-handed. Among them, they have pooled $1 million.
I wonder how much of the radio stuff in this game is from the era. I mean, I've heard them make references to events of 1947, but I wonder whether those are modern recorded or, you know, actually taken from broadcasts at the time. I don't know.
How can I help you boys?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. Am I gonna get something for this pledge? Gave that bum money, now you guys are gonna leave me short.
How much did you give him?
$50?
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. You'll feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
Yeah, it's very ring-like.
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
And another place.
Thanks for the tip. Does this mark mean anything?
22 carat.
Hallmark. Gives you an idea of the quality.
Thanks, man.
What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley. Gave an address. 15 Poland Street, London, Tulare County.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure. Medium height, medium build, dark hair, I think. Sorry. He just had one of those forgettable faces.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner.
Thank you. Wait, why can't I go? Ah, I need to go to the telephone, don't I? Or maybe not. I don't see one marked.
We have a problem.
We could have the local troopers check out the Tulare County address.
The address is bogus. The Herb is having fun with us. The guy who's been sending the Dahlia letters is also the guy who...
Nope. Can't, how come I can't go to Hartfield's? Well, I guess it wouldn't matter where it was first made.
How do you figure that?
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letter. If the Dahlia letters are genuine, then the man who killed Elizabeth Short may have also killed Deirdre Mullen.
And how do we prove that, Phelps? Skipper ain't gonna like this one.
We're gonna have to rely on this guy tripping up on his own vanity.
Yeah. Come on. So, I guess I have to go to the rail yard. Still, though, I have no way. I just have the rings. And person of interest, murder victim. I gotta go to the rail yard. See the murder victim.
KGPL to all units. Citizen reports man with a gun. Union and Rockwood Street. Union and Rockwood Street. Unit to handle code 2. Identify.
Out of the way. Ooh. Pawnbroker. Wait, where's the street? Oh, jeez, that is a long ways off. Alright, fine. I made a bad choice here. Okay, though.
KGPL to all units. Citizen reports man with a gun. Union and Rockwood Street. Union and Rockwood Street. Unit to handle code 2. Identify.
11K, go ahead.
11
God damn it! I said cough it up! I'm not gonna say it again.
Say仆街啊！做乜嘢啊？
That's it, old man. I've had enough of your gibberish.
Run, dude.
Give it up, LAPD!
Real tough. Hurry! You
can still catch him.
There he is, officer. Gosh darn it all.
Oh, jeez. I like how these people just continue about their business.
There he is. See him?
Okay, guess I can't do the warning shot then.
That's the cop.
Okay, I don't think that last one hit, but whatever. That guy hadn't slowed down, it would have been fine. Oh, I got a long way to go. Yeah, let's hang her right. Oh, crap.
Hey!
He's rusty. Yeah, that's pretty nimble. Why? Why do they stop? So very irritating. Ah, crap. Come on. I'm not close enough, am I? Oh, boy. How do I get there? Okay. Actually, I'm good to turn left now. Whoa! Yeah.
You boys ready? Follow me.
We should keep this development with the rings under our hat until we speak to the captain.
We're all on the same team, Rusty.
Chain of command, Phelps. The skipper will decide who needs to know. Got it?
I get it, Rusty. Hard, isn't it?
Yeah. I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in. I came down here to make sure him and the other guy, Jameson, stuck around.
Jameson found the body?
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them.
Alright.
I wouldn't park there if I were you.
Alright. Note.
Someone was trying to get her to come home.
Alright.
We could go over to the lot and see what they know about her.
That's going to be difficult, Cole. Keystone Studio lot closed back in 41.
Another bar.
Maybe someone at Mensch's will remember her. This is a chit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating.
Wait, what? Okay, so she bought some stuff at a liquor store. No, liquor store sold that sort of stuff. What do you got?
What are you thinking, Ray?
The city keeps tossing us dead bodies. We're just running to catch up.
Oh, that was insightful.
Doesn't give me anything to go on.
I was humble, yeah. Ironic, a girl killed in a train yard. Find nothing.
Nope.
What have we got here?
White female, approximately 40 years of age, lipstick smudges on the face, but no writing, at least nothing legible. A blunt force trauma to the temple, nose, and eye regions. Ligature marks point to the probable cause of death being strangulation.
Any idea of the time of death?
From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess.
Smell?
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol.
Well, the autopsy will tell, but I would assume that she was inebriated.
Yep.
Another missing ring.
Certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
Yep.
Be more exact about the time of death.
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
Hmm. I had no chance of resisting. I suppose I have a choice of guys I can talk.
I wouldn't park there.
Detective Phelps, LAPD homicide.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Try me, Ferdinand.
I was kissing her. It's not against the law.
Shut up.
There's no
Take
law
your
against
beating
it.
like a man.
Turn out your pockets, Ferdinand. Classic Carmine. Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No. I found it near her purse. I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop! Don't hit him.
Alright.
You went through her purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. I took a look.
Did you take any money?
Wasn't any to take. I found her lipstick and her matchbook over on the mat. Not much else.
Okay.
You found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here. I was
Okay.
coming off shift and headed home.
He's been shifty.
Why didn't you report the body, Jameson? Do you know how this is going to look to a jury?
A jury? What gives? I could tell that she was dead. I came through here about midnight last night. She wasn't here then.
Let me belt him again.
You're under arrest, Jameson. We'll see how this plays out. Until then, you can think a little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine...
Yeah.
Clyde, you get this sack of shit into a cell. I'll deal with him later.
Sure, Rusty.
A little disturbing that he knows it's not illegal. Pardon me.
Detective Phelps and Galloway, homicide. Can you tell me exactly what happened?
We were shutting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman. The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your details?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now.
All right.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on Levine's Liquor, closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard, if possible.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thanks, ma'am.
Hello, old Rusty. Let's go to the bar first. Well, I guess let's go to the bar. Alright.
Read that those goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them?
Yeah. Yeah, I read about that.
These people are starving. They can't do that.
Want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Really? Guess that's okay then.
Armies can't fight without food. You spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew a king.
Oh,
The
come
Chinese
on.
will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
Also, I wouldn't say we overthrew George III. We just kind of kicked him and his government out. I mean, the guy was still king of England and all the dominions.
Jack, you're gonna kill us!
Alrighty. Cool. Wait a minute. Ah, it's just a pawnbroker. Dang. Need to make a left on Main Street. Huh? Hey. You know what the highest level you can attain in this game is?
Drink, fellas.
Phelps, Galloway, homicide. We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
I'm Walter Mensch. Evelyn Summers, what is it now?
Dead.
You, Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain in the ass, always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had any money. She was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
I don't know. I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
A bunch of these guys. Ask around.
A bunch of these guys. There are two guys here.
What's your name?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, detective. What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers, and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa Fe.
Okay. I see your point.
How well did you know her?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
All right.
Did you see Evelyn last night?
No, I was at home, writing.
Nope, gotta doubt him.
Do you want to get dragged into this, McCaffrey? Do you want us to get interested in you?
She hung out with this powder puff, James Tiernan. They haunted the public library together.
How well do you know James Tiernan?
I know he works some kind of plebeian job at Rawlings Bowling Alley.
Rawlings. I know that place. Corner of 9th and Grand.
I guess they serve alcohol
A lot
there.
of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
All right.
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
You want to save me some time, or do you want me to look up your file?
Industrial disputes, strikes, workers' rights, that kind of thing.
A regular fifth columnist. Nice to meet you, comrade.
Thank you for the information, Mr. McCaffrey. You a friend of Evelyn Summers?
Who's asking?
You know who's asking.
I know my rights.
You don't have any. Answer the question.
Evelyn mooches for drinks. I don't have any time for that.
Was that so hard?
Keep writing me, copper.
Yeah. I can't go upstairs, or can I? Nope, sure doesn't look like it. Be really cool if Bolt could just vault over that and head upstairs. Bartender protests. Can't talk to him again. So she doesn't have money for drinks.
You've got to be kidding. We're driving this?
Yes. Absolutely.
What did you make of McCaffrey?
There'll come a day, and it's coming very soon. We'll run him and the rest of his pinko buddies out of Los Angeles.
I meant as a suspect, Rusty.
Ah, good. And the bowling alley's on the way, too. I guess we might as well hit the ball. I'm hitting every red light.
I do for you?
LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
Is he gonna make a break? He's wearing an apron, so I think not, but that's how these things often go.
You got some fine stock here, Mr. Robbins. You know, you let us take some for the road, this case might get solved a lot quicker.
He's joking, Mr. Robbins.
Yeah.
I kept a bed here, but I probably shouldn't have let her. An alcoholic in a liquor store, that was never going to work out, was it?
You know,
We'll take a look around.
Oh, she has a friend or a sister or somebody. What do we got here? Aristotle's
Evelyn always
metaphysics.
such a loner. Evelyn was reading Aristotle?
Evelyn wasn't stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
Wait, I can investigate further.
And she was borrowing books from Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Aha! Really, that's it? I mean, it's not going to be important, but still.
I'm guessing Evelyn hadn't held down a job for quite some time before she was killed.
When exactly did Evelyn work in the pictures?
A few years ago. She worked in legal copyrights for music.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Rawlings Bowling Alley. Maybe Evelyn did something other than drink in her spare time.
I think that's about it. Unless I need to question this fella. Ah. Let's see.
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit? To pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
He seems very steady with this. Let's see though. I've got... Now, hold on a sec. Where? Ever have a toilet? I want to believe him, but there was that liquor store receipt. How do I not have that in evidence?
Any idea where the money came from?
She didn't mention it, but she did say the booze was a present for a boy. She said they were fighting and she had to make it up to him.
Interesting.
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Not many people will be sad she's gone. I'll be one of the few.
I got the impression that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
It became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now. And to be honest, you have to have a good reason to want to get back on.
Okay.
Do you know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
I want to believe him. He seems really... Okay, I'm going to use some intuition on this one. Come on. Why can't I... Oh, whatever. I can.
We're struggling for leads, Robbins. Did she know McCaffrey?
She idolized him. From what I gather, the feeling was far from mutual. He seems to peddle a revolutionary stance, fixing the ills of society. You could see how it would appeal to down-and-outs like Evelyn.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Robbins.
No problem. Hey, I'd like to make arrangements for the funeral. You think I could get in touch with Evelyn's mother?
Put in a call to the watch commander at Central Station, Mr. Robbins. He'll be trying to reach the next of kin.
Thanks. Get the guy, huh? Evelyn never hurt anybody.
I mean, even if she did, she was still pretty brutally murdered. There. Hey, where's my... Ah, good.
You've got to be kidding. We're driving this?
Yes. Alright, so now we need to go to the bowling alley. Pawnbroker, Minch's bar. Wait a minute.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
That's the guy from the papers. Messages for me, please.
Big case.
A message from Captain Donnelly. Return to Central. Code 2.
Thanks. Well, that's, Well, we'll just have to see.
You've got to be kidding. We're driving this?
Are you gonna say that every single time? Also, I wonder, do these barrels move? I don't think so. Wait a minute. I gotta go to the bowling alley. Cap, I'm right here. I wonder if the game will punish me for delaying it. Ooh, oh. I'm sorry. That was close. Alright.
Hello, Rusty. Two on your usual lane?
I'm Detective Phelps. Homicide.
You must be new. What's your shoe size?
Not 8.
Nah, this is business, Florence. You got a guy who works here by the name of Tiernan?
Sure we do. He's a pin setter. Clears the jams, works the gutters. Go right in. He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back. He's a nice boy.
Thanks, ma'am. Let's go get him.
Yeah.
All these grits? Root beers all around.
Tiernan! LAPD!
Alright.
There!
Now we should have taken the truck.
What are you waiting for? Get after him! We might go faster if we weren't carrying the extra weight.
Whoa.
These are flashy cars to be parked outside a bowling alley.
The lanes attract a fast-living individual with money to burn.
Or a middle-aged individual with the need to feel virile.
Help! You gotta get me closer!
I think I'm doing a pretty good job.
Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
Another runner. At least we've got a suspect.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides, but they always seem to land it.
You know, your theories are not airtight by any means.
If this isn't the killer, we can at least get him for reckless endangerment.
That's unless he runs into a wall and saves us all the trouble.
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
What?
Going through the square.
I hope the people see him in time to get out of the way. What if they run because someone's setting them up? Because they feel like the deck is stacked against them.
I don't make up ridiculous stories for them, detective. Leave that to the perp's imagination.
Hey, what the heck, fire?
All right, Beach.
Put your hands in the air!
Nicely done. Ooh. What the hell is this? I've already driven one of these? Yeesh. Alright, we gotta get back to Central Station. Pretty sporty vehicle. Oh wait, I missed it. Shit. Oh.
The cop who solved the big case and got promoted. Isn't that the cop who caught the guy who was pretending to be dead?
I just don't know how to dance to bebop.
Really?
If we survive this, it's gonna be a miracle.
You know.
Say, could I borrow some of that mascara?
I want to make homicide. We know you made it.
The captain is downstairs with Ray Pinker and Carruthers.
They weren't even his prints, and he still confessed. Skeleton goes into a bar and orders a beer and a mop. Isn't he the cop they've been talking about on the radio?
Oh, how come I never get to hear these jokes? Gone. Oh. Oh, you can only go up to 20, huh? Jeez.
Want another commendation?
Beat her up so bad. When I found him, her Return the favor.
What's this about, Captain?
Ray and Mal have some concerns over the Henry and Muller cases, which I don't want aired outside of this room.
The evidence is solid, Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copycats.
I've been banging the same drum. But the notes and the lipstick messages.
Evelyn Summers, Cartel Classic Carmine. Each woman, same brand, same color.
Teresa Terrelson didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick, but she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress, scraped with a sharp stick.
What did it say?
You sure you want to know?
Ray?
As far as we can be sure, it said cunt BD.
That's one way of looking at it.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access, Phelps. You're married, so yours is mortgaged.
Whoa.
Some of us like to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you so angry, Mal?
Because I just had to fire one of my assistants. He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to.
Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case, but it's up to you to decide how we proceed.
Keep this under your hat for now. And to follow up on Evelyn Summers, I want daily reports.
How bad is it? Come on, you can
We
tell
got
me.
our orders. Back to the Summers case. Get an address for McCaffrey. He'll have blown the bar. I'll meet you outside.
Coroner says it's going to take at least a week to get an ID.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Bunko.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address for a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Apartment 6, 126 Yale Street, between Ord and Alpine.
Thanks for your help.
I want to make homicide. You know you made it. When you did that, right?
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you made it. You got that down.
Let me pose a question.
Depends. What's it got to do with?
Morals. Would it bother you to put the wrong person away?
Depends.
On what?
On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the slammer ever found out.
Yeah, Rusty's a little too much a caricature. I don't know. I have a hard time imagining anybody saying that. It'd be different if he said, you know, comes with a job, every once in a while you're gonna mess it up. But here it's just, well, as long as nobody finds out, it's cool. I don't know, I think they went a little too far with him. Strains the bounds of credibility. Gee, I wonder if we're gonna have a rooftop chase.
McCaffrey is in apartment 6.
You already know that? No, maybe not.
Doesn't look like anybody's home.
Terrible shame. Means there's nobody to let us in. You want to do the honors, Phelps?
You know, I don't think we have a search warrant. What?
Doesn't tell me anything.
Hmm. Well. Well, he doesn't even remark on that?
He said he was at home. He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
What?
Is that you, Grosvenor? Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
We're from the LAPD, ma'am. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
Look, lady, we need to find him, and in a hurry. Are you going to give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Drunk and in command of a carrier pigeon. Surely we can write him up for that. A citation at least.
His baseball.
Probably nothing.
Wow.
Torn from the letter we found beside the body. At the very least, I'd say it ties McCaffrey to the scene.
Oh, no.
Don't think this is anything.
I don't know. I need to use the phone. Nope. I suppose that's it. Time to go chase them across the roofs. You stay right where you are, ma'am. Thank you for your assistance.
What's that cop? Seems like a decent guy.
What's up, fool? Wait, haven't I been up here?
Grosvenor McCaffrey!
Yeah, that's kind of distracting.
Hangover, McCaffrey? Sit down and we'll talk.
I'll go get our wheels.
No, don't go. Man, the controls for ladders in this game suck. Get down. What? Oh, jeez. Come on, Rusty.
Hurry! You can still catch him!
You a runner, McCaffrey?
There he is! Shoot
Almost there.
McCaffrey, you're under arrest on suspicion of murdering Evelyn Summers.
I like how he says that without even breaking his cadence as he punches him in the face. Nicely done.
We need to get downtown and wrap this thing up.
Yeah, I know.
Unless Tyranny set him up. I don't think that asshole Jameson could have done it, do you? Whoever did it. So what's that Dahlia fuck?
How do you know that McCaffrey didn't do the Dahlia?
We have a list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
If you think the list is exhaustive, Rusty, who am I to argue?
Listen, let's just work the case at hand, shall we? Then we can sit down and put all the puzzle pieces together at a later date.
I'll hold you to that.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's see, do I have to take this little curve thing? I don't know that I have to, but whatever. Alrighty, so I guess I'm just gonna have to leave this vehicle and come on, come on, come on. Wait, am I dumb? Do I have to go back down? I should have just taken the car through the tunnel. Yep. Yeah. Oh well. Can I go in here? Ah, darn. Yeah, Come on, Rusty. Jeez, how do you fall that far behind in such a short distance? Oh well. What can you do? Okay, let's see now. Other way. Ooh, good. Jew. All right. Excellent. I'm such an incredible driver. Nobody can stand up to my automotive skills. Nobody, I tell you.
You sure you can make it stick with one of these suspects, gentlemen?
Yeah.
It's either McCaffrey or Tiernan, sir. I think Jameson is an aberration.
All right. I'll deal with that degraded lunatic myself. He's got some fearful retribution coming. Tiernan isn't one, McCaffrey isn't two. I want the confession from one of them.
I don't know if it was going to get one.
Mouthpiece store strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
All right, let's
telling
take a
you,
look.
It'll never stick, and you'll get roasted.
Blues. So that was found in McCaffrey's apartment. Liquor purchase for a boy. And McCaffrey was supposedly drunk the night before. Huh. And there's the connection between the two. So Jameson's just a punk. I don't really have any evidence tying Tiernan to this. We've gone to every location, right? I mean, there's not something I'm missing here. Base objectives. Oh boy. Yeah. I tend to think McCaffrey is the dude who did it.
You ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
Okay.
You told us you barely knew Evelyn Summers.
She hung around sometimes. I had very little to do with her.
Yeah, he's lying. And I just want to make sure that I have the evidence of the book. Huh.
You'll have to do better than that, Grosvenor. We know about you and Evelyn.
Evelyn was a lush, and a boring one at that.
Whoa.
You can't link her to me.
We know that you thought enough of her to loan out your copy of the Metaphysics.
I what? I did no such thing. That bitch stole that book from my apartment.
What was she doing in your
Impudent
apartment?
Fucking moron.
And that made you angry?
Angry? I was livid. Looking up at me with that stupid face of hers, begging me to forgive her. Ah. Very good. That's one to you, detective.
I really have a hard time believing that a guy as, you know, pinko as this, it would be so torn over losing his copy of the Metaphysics by Aristotle. I have a tough time with that.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
Okay, he's lying. Do I have any proof of this? I really don't think so. Iron, nah. I ain't got anything, but I'll doubt him.
You're gonna need to do
What?
if you don't want to swing for this.
I was having a political meeting in my apartment.
Cheese and crackers for the fifth columnist.
Some of these people will corroborate your story.
I won't give up names of party members.
Nah.
Your funeral.
It's either gonna be you or Tiernan, Grosvenor.
Make it stick, detective. The party has good lawyers.
Oh wait, this guy is a pinko. Nope. We gotta put him away. I make an exception to my save scumming rule. Yeah. This guy is actually working for the CPUSA. No, you're going down, son. You're going down hard. I'm not gonna put up with your Bolshevik bullshit.
I've been in this job 20 years. I never fired myself.
We's gonna mess you up.
You ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
You told us you barely knew Evelyn Summers.
She hung around sometimes. I had very little to do with her.
You'll have to do better than that, Grosvenor. We know about you and Evelyn.
Evelyn was a lush, and a boring one at that. You can't link her to me.
We know that you thought enough of her to loan out your copy of the Metaphysics.
I what? I did no such thing. That bitch stole that book from my apartment. The impudent fucking moron.
And that made you angry?
Angry? I was livid. Looking up at me with that stupid face of hers, begging me to forgive her. Aha. Very good. That's one to you, Detective.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
See. Yeah, it's pretty good. You know, actually, I'm not sure if I...
You're lying, McCaffrey. You were out at the rail yard.
And what do you have that proves I was there?
Okay, here's the problem. Is the whole thing black and white? Yes, although that's an option. By default, it's in color, but I switched it to black and white, make it more true to, you know. Okay, so here's the trouble. Well, yeah. Torn letter, pieces found in possession of victim and McCaffrey. I don't know, is it the tire iron or is it that?
You're
Fuck!
have to do better than that.
Damn it. Yeesh. Sort of. I don't think it's quite dark enough to be noir, you know, but it, you know, it's in that spirit. It's neo-noir. I just watched LA Confidential for the first time last night. And this game borrows a lot from that. I mean, obviously the setting. It's set a few years before Confidential. But your Irish Captain Donnelly... I mean, I'm trying to think. Can I find him here? Where is he? He is basically the James Cromwell character from that movie. Basically the same dude. Except I don't think he's actually running the criminal underground. I can't find him. I'll see him in a bit. But yeah, normally I wouldn't reset and do that. Normally I'd accept my screw-ups, but this guy's actually a member of the Communist Party, so I've got to get him.
Usually have something to hide.
Touché, Detective. Let's
Yeah,
see
it was
where
pretty
this
good.
takes
Nice, relaxing film, you know, low-key kind of. So.
You told us you barely knew Evelyn Summers.
She hung around sometimes. I had very little to do with her.
And the protagonist is a lot like the Guy Pearce character in that movie.
You'll have to do better than that, Grosvenor. We know
Very
about
by
it.
the books, you know, kind of
Evelyn
guy.
was a
Very
lush
smart.
and a boring one at that. You can't link her to me.
I have to wonder, of course he's a communist, he's cocky, arrogant. I haven't actually met that many commies so far.
We know that you thought enough of her to loan out your copy of the Metaphysics.
I what? I did no such thing. That bitch stole that book from my apartment. The impudent fucking moron.
But here's a commie who cares about the metaphysics. Right.
I was livid. Looking up at me with that stupid face of hers, begging me to forgive her. Aha. Very good. That's one to you, Detective.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
Doubting isn't the right thing. I gotta accuse him of lying.
Lying, McCaffrey. You were out at the rail yard.
The thing is, I don't
And what do you
have the
that
strongest
proves
proof of
I
that.
was there.
I've got his half of the letter.
How about
Okay.
half of Augusta Summers' last correspondence with her daughter?
What are you talking about?
After you were done beating Evelyn, you searched her and found her mother's letter. That old lady's anguish amused you.
I know nothing about a letter or Evelyn's goddamn mother.
So what was it doing on your writing desk?
I don't know, but if I didn't put it there, somebody else did. Try exercising your powers of deduction on that.
It's either going to be you or Tiernan, Grosvenor.
Make it stick, Detective. The party has good lawyers.
I don't care.
The thing is, if I remember correctly, neither of these guys did it. It's actually the real Black Dahlia killer. But yeah, in a little bit, a frame-up job. Yeah, I think it is. If I recall correctly, there's one killer who's behind all the homicides you have at this desk. They're all women, almost all of them nude, you know, with writing on them, strangled mostly, often with head trauma. You know, that's how it goes. I find it a little ridiculous that someone would frame all these guys, but whatever.
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Okay.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
Prostitutes? No, I don't think so. I mean, you know, some who like to drink and maybe an adulteress or two. I'd have to go and look. Okay, so what do I have for evidence that he knew her? I don't think I have anything that links him directly to her. I mean, I doubt him.
Sounds
I
like
fucked
you have
up.
an answer to me, Tiernan. Were you sleeping with her?
That's none of your business.
See, this is the part where you'd have women of questionable moral character. You know.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at her once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it?
She wanted something of his.
He seems pretty steady here. I fucked up!
You don't like McCaffrey, do you?
Jeez!
He's full of the common man routine, but he props up a bar like the rest of us. Evelyn thought he was going to be a great novelist.
Gee whiz.
And he had nothing but vitriol for her.
Man, I am just screwing this up totally.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
I doubt him. Man, I can't do anything right.
To think differently about this, Tiernan. I'm gonna have to go to the DA.
I drank half a bottle of scotch. I don't remember a goddamn thing.
Can I get any of these right?
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
We use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
He's giving me shifty eyes again.
Coroner's report
Okay, I got one
Evelyn
right.
was killed with a wrench. I think you did it and then planted the evidence at McCaffrey's apartment for us to find.
We went to his apartment. McCaffrey was up on the roof. Evelyn stole the book. McCaffrey went crazy when he found out. He said he would put her out of her misery. He can be very cruel.
Yeah.
Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. Big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, a present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We want to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan.
Man, I really boned those up. I don't think I have evidence on this guy, really. That's the trouble. I mean, what do I have that links Tiernan to anything? Okay, so the rings, which are no good. Oh. The handbag, which had, what, some personal effects, right? Torn letter, that links McCaffrey. Movie lot job, that has nothing to do with Tiernan. Vagrancy, again, that's nothing to do with him. The missing ring, again, doesn't help us. Time of death, no. Lipstick, no. Yeah, no. Book, Tiernan's accusation. He claims that he promised he would kill her. Okay.
Goddamn captains make me resubmit the paperwork.
Which could be. I just don't think Tiernan did it, but I don't think McCaffrey did either. However, he is a red, so. Either way, I think it backfires on you anyhow.
We found the lug wrench that Evelyn was battered with in your apartment, and the note from her mother, and your blood-stained clothing. We have you cold, McCaffrey.
You think if I could be bothered to murder Evelyn Summers, I would be stupid enough to leave the evidence in my apartment?
Yeah, he's telling the truth.
So you're telling
No?
me
Okay, wow.
That's my conclusion.
Fuck. Gotta talk to Donnelly here, I'm guessing. I guess use the phone? Who'd I be calling?
Operator, give me dispatch. Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
This guy was willing to rat his own
I need the
mother
jacket
after I
on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Just a moment, Detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse. Assault on a local woman. Says he almost beat the woman to death.
Thank you.
Okay. I don't know, I just, yeah.
You were in the war?
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw, it changes a man. I came back here determined to change things. All I wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
Never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
I gotta doubt him, I think, but do I have... Okay, so I've got a criminal record on him. And the criminal record says that he committed assault.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You have a history of violence towards women.
How do you turn a couple parking tickets and a petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge?
You said assault. Huh? No, I didn't say assault. Could have been battery. Yeah, could have been, yeah.
We know all about you and your dishonorable discharge. Beating some poor woman near to death in Syracuse. You've never been in combat, McCaffrey. Your whole life is a fraud.
She was a goddamn peasant whore! She tried to steal from my wallet. I could have fought for this country. I could have...
You beat her because she stole from you. Because she tried to outsmart you.
The ignorant audacity of the bitch. What is a man supposed to do? Sit there and take it? How is a man supposed to call himself a man?
And Evelyn Summers, a poor, drunken nobody, stole your book.
And she got what was coming to her.
I'm just gonna charge this guy, because I have nothing on the other guy.
Grosvenor McCaffrey, I'm charging you with the murder of Evelyn Summers. She was a sad lady who never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
Don't bother, he doesn't believe in God. Alright, so here's James Cromwell.
Congratulations, boys, you bagged the fine catch. Another red to boot. Grand. Now, I want you to put this business about a repeat offender out of your mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse, and neither will the grand jury. You would have to walk a long mile to find a better candidate for an unmarked plot at a prison graveyard.
See what I mean? Three-star, maybe four-star case, I think. So what are you huhing about? They want him to be the guilty party. Yeah, you know. Oh, I got 4 stars, cool. Can write a tell-all memoir from his cell on death row. Nice. May not be guilty of every crime. No, no. I'm only charging him with this murder. So Cole...
Lost most of Shaughnessy and Dunn squad. His gunny is dead, first platoon is in worse shape. That medic is either crazy or the bravest man alive.
Can we rally with the first and try for the Nambus?
It's sheer to the left. To the right, it goes right through a pass with 2 Nambus and enfilade.
Mate,
we can lose everyone.
Lieutenant, get back off this fucking bridge. They'll start walking the mortars back to their own positions. We only have minutes. I'm in charge here, Sergeant. Get your men off the bridge, Lieutenant. What's your unit?
World War
We
II.
don't have time for this, Lieutenant. What's your unit, Sergeant? I company 22nd Marines, Lieutenant, and we just saved your ass by fording the river. My orders are to reconnoiter the... I think that point is now moot. You have 10 men left. My orders are to save what's left. Move out!
So yeah, you periodically get these World War II flashbacks with Cole.
Well done, lads. You did well with the Summers case. But we have a problem. The examiner received a new letter today.
Do you mind if I take a look, Ray?
Go right ahead. They've both been rinsed.
Yeah, also
in
forensics
gasoline
expert
like
named
previous
Ray.
letters, so I can't lift a print.
Irritable forensics expert named Ray, mind you.
telling you, it'll never stick, and you'll get
No one else but the killer knew about this message.
Alright.
Another snippet from the Shelley poem.
Doing the voice acting for which character?
To suffer woes which hope thinks infinite, to forgive wrongs darker than death or night.
Okay, so hope.
If the note is from the Dahlia maniac, he definitely also killed Teresa Terrell.
Mal and I agree.
But where does that leave us? If this is the Dahlia killer, and he is responsible for the Tarrelson murder, not to mention the Muller
Hang
case.
on a moment,
I don't think I know
Let
him.
me finish, Rusty. We have 5 birds in hand and none in the bush. The department will not survive a scandal if we have to let them all go without catching a fiend first. Your careers will be over for a start, gentlemen.
A guy by the name of Aaron Staten or Staten.
Ah, fuck it.
I don't know.
I knew this run was too good to be true.
Oh, he's from
hid
Mad
myself
Men.
within a fountain in a public square.
All right.
You like that stuff? What is it supposed to
It's
mean?
supposed to... Forget what it's supposed to... What does he want it
Where are
to
you going with this, Cole?
He's obviously taunting us. He believes he's far more intelligent than we are.
Okay, it's some kind of story, right? A guy that God hates, chains him up.
It's an allegory, Rusty.
A what? Story with 2 meanings. A symbolic meaning. But that's what he wants us to think.
Could he be using it literally? Within a fountain in a public square? Could it be that easy?
Can somebody tell me what the fuck is going on?
The fountain in Pershing Square. Come on, we have a clue. Captain, thanks, Ray.
Be careful, Phelps. This is his game you're playing now.
You know, I can't remember a single road, street, landmark, or anything that I've ever passed by in real life named Pershing. You think for a guy who's the most famous military man for America of the First World War, you think there'd be some Pershing stuff around.
Solve that big case.
And of course, in Kansas, we got lots of things named after Ike, but oh well.
I'm just praying the prince comes.
I think Pershing is actually the second highest ranked U.S. military official ever, or officer ever.
We got a stakeout down on 2nd later tonight.
Let's see here.
Mouthpiece first strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out.
All right, what do we want to ride in? I guess we'll just take our default car for now.
They said all fair in love and war.
What do we got here? So that's Pershing Square. Is there any street crime going on? I don't see any on the map. Alright, let's go.
All those cases, Rusty. What have I been telling you all along?
We gotta get this guy.
I know. Enough women have died.
Yeah.
Tactical nuclear missile system after him? That's true. Yeah.
And it's our asses on the line, too.
Okay,
Phelps.
but I've never
You are what the
encountered it.
captain
You know, I've
said.
never been around a Pershing.
The department is
you
not
know.
going to take responsibility for all those bad convictions.
In my memory, I've
Success
never
is a
driven on a
double-edged
Pershing
sword.
street
Let's just
or,
get this sick pervert and have it done
you
with.
know, seen anything named after the guy. Interesting. But yeah, I think theoretically he's a 6-star general because, well, I mean, in World War II we had the rank General of the Army or Admiral of the Fleet, I think. And those are 5 stars. LA traffic before 10 bazillion people moved to California. Yeah. Yeah, 5 stars. And since Pershing had a rank called General of the Armies, he's in theory a 6-star, and George Washington is either a 7-star or an infinite star because Congress passed some law in '76 or whatever that made him, he was equivalent to a field marshal. No, I think 5 stars actually equivalent to field marshals. Although functionally for that war, yeah, he would be hobnobbing with the field marshals and so forth, or the gross admirals. But yeah, they made George Washington the highest ranking U.S. military officer ever, retroactively. So even though he was only ever a lieutenant general in real life, or a 3-star, he's, in death, he's got more stars than anybody. So, yeah. Well, no. Pershing was General of the Armies, not Army, right? That was a rank they created for World War I, but I don't think there was any stars associated with it. MacArthur was a general of the army. So was Ike. So was George Marshall.
Rather you than me, fellas.
I forget who the Air Force guy was. Who, you know, because the Air Force back then was part of the army. I forget the Air Force guy's name. And there were a few admirals of the fleet. I think Nimitz and Leahy and 2 others. And then later, Omar Bradley got 5 stars because during the Korean War, they recalled MacArthur to active duty to lead the campaign, and Brad was the chief of staff. He was a 4-star. And they realized they couldn't really have... yeah, Curtis LeMay. They couldn't really have MacArthur outrank his superior, so they made Brad a 5-star. So, yeah. Carl Malden looked nothing like Bradley in Patton, but... You know what? He characterized him so well that it worked just fine. Ultimate by the books general. Alright. Well. Was haben wir hier? You know, how is the guy sure that wouldn't just get blown away?
Trailing odorous plants which curtain out the day.
In Emerald.
Where next?
Hang downward rain forth of Delphi. Let's see, what else we got here? Social Security.
Short. Betty Short.
Alright.
Black Dahlia.
Elizabeth Short Social Security card.
I'd just like to point out, just because it'd be easy to match the letters to being the same typewriter does not mean it'd be easy to find the typewriter. It's a big city, man.
Jesus Christ. That's not all. There's another stanza from Shelley.
Can you work it out?
Decipher the second
Got a
episode.
city map? See if you can work out where he's taking us. I don't like this freak leading us around by the nose.
Alright, let's see here. What does the thing say? Okay, there's a cave all around the trailing odorous plants, which curtain out the day with leaves and flowers, and paved with veined emerald, and a fountain leaps in the midst. An awakening sound from its curved roof of the mountains, frozen tears like snow or silver, bring forth a doubtful light. Once you find a typewriter in a suspect's place, you could check. Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, we'd absolutely examine it. Huh. What are we thinking about here? Oh, there's some street crime going on. It's got to be one of the LA landmarks, you know. But I don't have much knowledge of stuff like that, so I don't know. I'm kind of flying blind on this one. Huh. Wait a second. These have little things on. The light of learning. Well, you know, there was something about light there. Go take a look at the library. This could be a while.
My father says I'll never be an actress.
But yeah, you know, speaking of typewriters, of course, typewriters were a big deal in the Hiss case. And when Hiss attempted to get a retrial, when Hiss tried to get a retrial, he commissioned this guy to try to demonstrate that it's possible to commit forgery by typewriter. You know, there's a really interesting series of videos that I'll open up another tab and type in YouTube a pumpkin patch, a typewriter, and Richard Nixon. And if you search, you can find a playlist. I think it's 34 or 30-some videos. I know it's a lot, but it's the kind of thing you would be interested in if you want to. It's about the Hiss case. It's really good stuff, you know, and each episode's titled with, you know, what's going on in it. So if you want to skip to the one about the typewriter or whatever, you know, you can do that. But really, really well put together by this guy who's just an aficionado of the case.
Really him, the fuck who killed the Dahlia. Can you believe this? He's leading us.
It's his game, Rusty. He may want someone to catch him, but he's extremely dangerous. I doubt if he will give up easily.
Suits me down to the fucking ground. We clip this fuck and we get citation. What a day to be a cop.
I mean,
well, shove me aside after this.
I mean, we clip the fuck and then he can't kill anybody else. That's another thing. Oop, stop sign.
All units, ambulance shooting. 943 South Broadway at Levine's Liquor Store. 943 South Broadway at Levine's Liquor Store.
Okay, I gotta check this place out first. Can't imagine there'd be a fountain here, though.
This guy's got a
Come on, Rusty. Yeah. You'll know pretty quickly whether you'll want to listen to it or not, I think. Ambulance shooting? That's what she said. I don't know. I can't go in? What the hell? I can't jump over the things? What's the point of this?
Cop they've been talking about on the radio?
I mean, somebody. Oh, I do have to go in through here. No, I can't go in. Is this the back? What the piss?
Are you drunk, mister?
I'm
Or are you just
confused is what I am. I don't know. Take a look at this thing. Oh yeah, you're right. Gotta go around the block.
Cole!
Yep. I hope you get the death penalty. Alright. What's up, fools? Yeah, I get that one a lot. Driving in this game, it feels like you're trying to sail a refrigerator on a skateboard. You don't have the greatest control or finesse. Also, no Right on Red in 1940s. Did that not exist back then? I really wonder how much longer I remember when it became long. Ah! Wait, you were alive during the Civil War? Jeez. Alright, what do we got here? You know what? This bugs the hell out of me. X-I-N-G. I hate that. You wanna know why? Because an X is not a cross. An X is an X, you dumbasses. I don't know if you're at all conscious of this, but you know how a lot of schools have a cross-country team? And to abbreviate it, oftentimes it'll be XC, as in cross-country. An X is not a cross, dumbasses. It's an X. Anyway. Annoys me. If Cole doesn't want to go in this door either. I guess you can't go in this place? I guess you can just see it from the outside? It's a public library! And why does the U look like a V? What the fuck? I don't think it's period correct. Yeah, I know, that seems like a... I don't know, a 70s thing or something. Maybe more recent, I don't know. Alright, let's just go take care of the street crime. I gotta go get groceries in about, I don't know, an hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes, something like that. I don't know if maybe I'll solve this case before that. How far away is this schmuck? Not far. Okay, wait, where am I? I'm right here. Okay, so I'm in, yeah. Why is the library closed in the middle of the day to police? You know, here's a better question. I've been asking this as I've streamed this game. Why doesn't this game take place more at night? You know, it's a noir thing, right? It should be taking place not quite exclusively at night, but mostly at night. You lose so much atmosphere if everything's in the middle of the gorgeous day. I mean, at least make it rain a lot more. You know, rainy atmosphere, you know, wearing trench coats. That would work. That'd be okay, you know. But
its curved roof,
this is,
mountains,
yeah.
frozen tears, hang down, raining forth, doubtful light.
Something with icicles.
Doubtful is right.
A chandelier. The glass dome at the halls of justice.
Ah, good.
Worth a shot, Rusty.
Okay, Professor. One
It'd be
shot's
mostly at
all we
night.
got.
Yeah, exactly. Well. Hey, man. Yeah, I hate to imagine how much longer this game would be if you obeyed all the traffic stuff, you know? That's a stretch. Yeah. It'd be cool if the game led you on a couple of red herrings before that. You know, before giving you the real clue if you're taking too long. I don't know what kind of genius you'd have to be to figure it out, you know, normally. You know, to just do it logically and not by trial and error. Because I'm not really familiar with LA at this time. I'm told that this is a very faithful recreation, even if it's scaled down just a bit. Which is cool! Let's see. Almost like the kind of serendipitous conclusions drawn by Batman in the campy 1960s show. You know, I own every episode of that, and I haven't watched it yet. I really should. Funny story about that. You know, Burgess Meredith, he plays the Penguin in that show. He was actually the second choice. Originally, they wanted Spencer Tracy for it. Now, Spencer Tracy was dying of alcoholism at the time. You know, this was 66, and he died the next year. But I guess he wanted to be polite in turning them down when they offered him the role of Penguin. So he said he would do it if he got to kill Batman. Well, of course, they're not going to let him kill Batman, so they had to say, okay, I guess this isn't going to work. You know, so.
Go ahead.
I actually showed my mother Rocky for the first time a few days ago, which also has Burgess Meredith in it. So.
Become a very dangerous poison. Go for the Ribsy. I said that before, you dumb dago.
I warned him about that cannon.
Would have been a bad choice. Yeah, I agree with you. He's got the nose for it, though, the beaky nose.
He missed. They didn't.
Where are they now?
They ran across the street and into the parking lot. That's where I lost sight of them.
Yeah. It's a circus. I don't remember that one.
We gotta turn ourselves in.
Use your head, Wilt. The cops ain't exactly going to be great for it. There's our records to think about. Shut up. I think I hear something coming.
Something? Is it a Sherman?
Don't make me chase you! Blasting schools, Phelps. He's in the truck.
Blammo. Easy operation. But yeah, my mom and I are doing this thing where we watch movies that, you know how if you say, I haven't seen X movie and X movie is really popular, people's immediate response, almost without thinking, is, you haven't seen X movie? As if you hadn't just said exactly what you'd said, you know? As if you didn't understand what you were saying. So she saw Rocky, then I watched Forrest Gump. We couldn't agree. The Some Like It Hot DVD that I burned was fucked up, so I had to watch something else. So I watched Witness with Harrison Ford and a bunch of Amish people. And then she saw Back to the Future for the first time, which she thought was pretty dumb. The funniest part for her by far was the Libyans, showing up in the VW van with a sunroof, shooting at them. Who do you think? The Libyans! And actually, that movie came out a year before Reagan ordered those strikes on Libya. So that movie predicted it, or maybe caused it, I don't know. So that makes it a little cooler. Yeah, I don't know. She really didn't like how it was overacted in that movie. I don't mind it as much because I'm autistic. I don't pick up on I guess it's kind of the difference between a human and a dog's sense of smell, Dogs are really sensitive, so I would imagine if you stuck their nose in shit, it's way worse for them than it is for me. So when she sees overacting, it affects her more than it affects me. I don't know. Crispin Glover is pretty annoying in that movie. He's just such a wimp. It's unbelievable. But yeah, No, I enjoyed it. It's a funny little picture. It's all right. I guess she didn't really see why it was such a big deal. I will say this. I think it's a little bit much that it was ranked the 10th best science fiction film by the American Film Institute. But then again, I have all sorts of beefs with the American Film Institute and their rankings. Anyways, back to the case. But yeah, I think we would agree between the two of us, my mom and I, or my mom and me, that those four movies, none of them are duds, there's some redeeming value in each, and I think Gump was pretty good, actually. It got too sappy at times, but it didn't stay too sappy for long. I thought the dumbest thing in it was that he discovers the Watergate break-in. I thought, really? Come on, he doesn't have to be involved in everything. Because I didn't pick up when, you know, Nixon says to Gump, oh no, I know this hotel that you'll like, you know, I'll get my people on it. And I'm just thinking, okay, it's just Nixon being his usual awkward self. Oh no, it's presaging that. It's just, okay, right. That was dumb, but whatever. It's a good picture, you know. I enjoyed it. I went in thinking it was possible I wouldn't, you know, because of the sappiness and all that. Of course, Gary Sinise is the man. You know, he's just awesome. But yeah, no, good stuff, you know. Plus, I think that movie, one of the good things about it is that whenever something stupid happens, for instance, the football scenes, you know, I mean, I'm not a fan of sports movies, or football movies very much, because it's very hard to portray football. Let's see, Gump was somewhat more modern version of Zelig. I don't know that one. But yeah, I mean, it's hard to portray football visually and do it well when you're dealing with actors, and the football sequences in that movie look so stupid. But the fact is that this is Gump's recollection of it, you know, so I would, you know, he would probably think that all 11 dudes were lined up behind him, chasing them into the end zone. That's probably how he would remember it. He's, you know, mentally not all there. You know, so some of his stories, the fact that they're a little ridiculous, I mean, it actually fits in the world because he's recounting his life, you know, and he probably misremembers things. So that's okay. I don't mind that. And as I said, Gary Sinise rocks. You know, he's just awesome. Makes me want to see more Gary Sinise movies. Gosh dang it. No, I'll do a street crime later. Where is it? It's in the opposite direction, even though it's not far away. I'm not. No. But yeah, I liked Witness also. Of all the Harrison Ford movies I've seen, it has the least punching in it, I think. You know, which is kind of disturbing. National Treasure. I mean, what I saw in this movie makes me think he was. I'm disappointed he didn't get an Academy Award. I'm not a fan of actors getting Academy Awards for playing disabled people, which Gump is, which, you know, Rain Man, Dustin Hoffman got an Academy Award. I think Tom Cruise's performance, much as I think Tom Cruise is a crazy man, I thought his performance in that movie was so much better. Because he starts out as a guy you really can't sympathize with too much. He is an asshole. And by the end of the movie, you like him, you know? You may not be in love with him, but you see this guy has gone through an arc, often gotten an award. Yeah, exactly, yeah. And his performance was good, don't get me wrong, but he has a built-in advantage to his character. He's, you know, he doesn't understand, and he's really gentle and sweet and just naive, basically. You know, he has an automatic in with the audience. We're going to sympathize with him, you know? Yeah, no, Cruise, I thought, did a better job. He didn't, I think he might have gotten nominated, but didn't win, you know? Yeah, he went through an arc. A really good one, too. So, what else is there? I mean, obviously The Miracle Worker with Helen Keller, but that at least is someone overcoming something. Or Tom Hanks winning for Philadelphia. I mean, that's just a gay guy dying of AIDS, right? I'll count that as being disabled. You know, it's just, okay, yeah. I'd rather... I'm a fan of the award going to acting jobs that are challenging where they're awesome. So, but, you know, it's his eye only. But anyways, good movie, you know, good film. The music was pretty good. Of course, I don't have the cultural element of it. I mean, my mom was alive during this time, so she knows those songs, and she knows exactly where they fall in the timeline. And she said they did a really good job of matching up the time with the music, which is nice. Obviously, I don't get that so much, but, you know, still adds something to it, I suppose. Best part of the movie, I think, is when Lieutenant Dan yanks him out of bed. We all have a destiny, you know. Nothing's an accident. It's all, you know. Philadelphia Story was great. I said Philadelphia. Philadelphia Story was 1940. That's Cary Grant, James Stewart, and Katharine Hepburn. Which, since it's a Katharine Hepburn movie, makes me not want to see it so much, because I really tire of her. But I've never seen Philadelphia. I just kind of know what it's about, roughly. Some lawyer guy, I think. Or maybe he's a journalist. I think lawyer, though. Alright, so let's check out the Hall of Records. See what we got here. Yep, this is the place. I remember climbing on that chandelier. Which begs the fucking question, how did the asshole plant the thing up there without being noticed?
Can I help you, sir?
You're damned right you can. What's this? A shiny thing.
Detectives, LAPD. This is very important, sir.
How do we get to the top of the chandelier?
You what?
Have a little faith, pal. We're in a real hurry.
Head up to the top floor. There's an access panel and a ladder in the main.
Well, since it was 1940, it can't really be post-World War II now, can it? But yeah, I've seen a bunch of new movies recently. I've been laid up with, So, I've got an ear infection that has been hurting my ankle. No, it was 1940 for sure. But, I mean, I've got this ankle. It feels like it's broken almost. I can't walk on it very well. I'm going to the doctor again today. It was like this a few weeks ago, and she got me some antibiotics and some painkillers, and that seemed to... Everything was fine. And then, a few days ago, it acted up again. Painkillers got used up a few days ago, and so did the antibiotics. I mean, it's the same number of tablets. Anyways, I'm going to see her later today. Anywho, so yeah, I've been laid up a bunch. I've been watching some movies. So I watched Goodfellas. These are ones I've seen by myself. Goodfellas, In the Heat of the Night, Psycho, Lifeboat, because you can never watch just one Hitchcock movie for the first time at a time. You gotta watch more than one. The Shame of Mary Boyle, which kind of sucked, but whatever. The Philadelphia Story. I haven't, you know, I'll watch it at some point. Yeah. But it's a good thing Rusty knows where everything is. Wait, what the hell?
Let's go.
Well, where are you going? Why'd you take me in here? Or did I go out the window? No. Anyways, where was I? Other movies I've seen. Oh, I saw Mr. Mom, which is Michael Keaton and Terry Garr. That was pretty sweet. Also After Hours, which also has Terry Garr, but not enough of her. That's a Scorsese film, and I wouldn't have pegged it for Scorsese. Where's the ladder? Good question. Oh, wait. Is that what I need? Oh. Well, okay. I mean, the game had Rusty walk in there. It's probably... Oh, that. Okay. I see. I see. Yeah, she was really... She and... So I saw her in Young Frankenstein when I was young. And she was obviously a cutie. She and Carrie Fisher were my first kind of... Oh, this is what...
Out there, Rusty.
You know, these are attractive, you know, because you see, in Return of the Jedi, you see Carrie Fisher in the metal bikini. And that's a good introduction to, you know, sexuality, because you know that it's attractive and enticing, but she's also chained next to a giant slug who's really sleazy and licks her and crap, so you know that it's not quite right that you're, you know, I mean, there's something about this that you shouldn't be seeing this. You know, it's a good way to get introduced to it, I suppose. And, of course, Terry Garr in Young Frankenstein is just adorable.
Careful. Could be a trap.
It could be a trap. Okay. Most elaborate ass trap. Oh shit. You climb back up. Good. All right, Phelps. Yep. Yep. All right. There has got to be a better way to get up there, by the way. What the fuck is he doing? Yeah. Also, my shadow is so pixelated.
Here's Muller's missing watch.
Yeah. That really is taunting us. What do we got? The Temples High of Man.
From the temples high of man's ear and eye, roofed over sculptures and posy. Where have I seen that?
Uses Daedal wings? Daedal. Does that mean Daedalus? You know, the father of Icarus?
Christ, hold it off that goddamn thing. Time to roll, Rusty. It's time. See if you can swing that thing.
But doesn't he collect the evidence? Photographic memory, I guess? I also think this is pretty questionable. Oh well. Cool set piece. I'm gonna get billed for this, I know it.
That was too close. Yeah, well, the higher you climb, the further you fall.
Farther,
Let's get
dumbass.
out of here. Another Dahlia clue?
No. A yellow gold wristwatch.
A Molar Dame.
Yes. And a scrap of the poem.
Another location.
If I can work it out.
Something about science. Keeps going to fire his ass for that. I don't know. I mean, as long as I catch the guy, right? That should be the... I should go through some of the cars in the parking lot, see if I've been in these before.
A fine gentleman playing in ballrooms.
Yeah, I guess I've been in this one.
Louis Armstrong.
There's 90 some odd cars in this game. Also, I gotta wonder, some of these convertibles look a little similar. I wonder, this says 45H. Do other ones say 45H? That one does not, it has its own license plate. This one does not. Is this the same car as that one? No, it's different color now. Why is he just stealing someone's car? LAPD! Police emergency. Deal with it. Anyway, so something about science. The morgue, maybe? The public library? Nah, intolerance set. Main Street Terminal. Union Station. Hall of Records. Wait, Angel's Flight? Bradbury Building. This is... What is this, GTA 5? It's a Rockstar game, so it's the same company that does GTA. It feels a lot like GTA. So, oh, there's a... Well, sure, that's where I came from. Yeah, I'm a little bit on this one. I think I'm just gonna have to drive around. Oh, the street crime disappeared. Fuck, I guess if you don't go there in time, it goes away. Probably reappears later, though. I guess we drive around a bit till Phelps comes up with it.
He keeps mementos from all his victims.
This guy needs to be taken out of circulation.
He takes pleasure at stringing us along, demonstrating how much smarter he is.
Yeah, but I think I saw another movie or two.
Got you now, genius. Coming for you.
I was gonna watch Fargo, but the copy I had had the sound off by a few seconds, so it was unwatchable. Fortunately. Yeah. I don't know. Not missed a curb yet. The turn radius on these vehicles is kind of ridiculous. Yeah, what other movies have I seen lately? I like Psycho. Obviously I knew that Janet Leigh bites it in that movie early. Oh, 45 minutes in. But I didn't know about the mother thing, so that was a little bit... I mean, it's still suspenseful. It was a good movie overall. Soundtrack is definitely gets stuck in your head. And I'm not talking about the, those screechy violins when she's getting stabbed. I'm talking about when she's on the run, in her car and she's worried. That music's good and it really sticks with you. Mom was watching over him. Watching within him. It's, it's Hitchcock. It's good stuff. I don't know. I esteem Hitchcock pretty highly. He's probably my top director. Even though it's kind of hard to compare. I mean, how do you compare, Hitchcock, who's all suspense, to, say, Frank Capra, who's all cheerfulness and, whatever. I don't know. Or Scorsese, who has such magnificent style. I'm not sure, but, no. I don't know. I guess I'm just going to have to drive around until Cole says something. Because I'm not about to start looking up the answer. The World War II Hitchcock film? Are you talking about Saboteur? That one's set during World War II. But so is Lifeboat. The one with Bill Holden. Well, he's not in either... Oh, is he in Saboteur? Am I stupid? I'm not a big William Holden fan, I've got to admit. Yeah, no, I don't think he's in this one. It's Priscilla Lane, Robert Cummings, Otto Kruger, yada yada. Yeah, he's not in it. Well, there's another one called Sabotage, which was a few years earlier in 1939, so that might be one also. Robert Cummings? Okay, I don't know. It was okay. I seem to recall it being, again, pretty suspenseful. I've seen Vertigo, I've seen North by Northwest, I've seen Rope. I like Rope quite a bit. Rear Window, that's probably my least favorite Hitchcock film. I don't know, it didn't quite mesh. I mean, it's good, Again, it's tense. Ultimately, with Hitchcock, I think so much of it comes down, not just his technique, but the fact that you know that in most of his films, the protagonist and anyone else is not safe. Any of them can die. It can happen. So you're always wondering if it actually is. Whereas in other movies, it's just, yeah, of course, the main character, the guy who gets top billing, will live. Unless he dies right at the end in some sort of noble sacrifice. Or something like that, or if it's a tragic film. But you can smell those coming a mile away. With Hitchcock, you don't know. Things could really go down the pooper. I don't know. That's I think that's a big part of it. Yeah, I have no clue. Hall of Records. El Pueblo. Yeah. Union Station. Nope, that has nothing to do with science. Main Street Terminal, Public Library. I mean, I guess we could go back to the library on the assumption that it's about knowledge. Just give me a place to drive, really. Anyways, Phelps will probably before too long give me his 2 cents. What he thinks it is. Yeah. Got a lot of respect for Hitchcock. Not such a big Kubrick fan, although I've only seen 2001. I don't know. I feel as if there's a cult surrounding him, where it's just, you know, all these elitists that, oh yeah, Kubrick is the best ever, and you can't argue with it, yada yada. You know, it's just, what the hell is wrong with you? You know. I mean, does he have a case as the greatest? I mean, I imagine you can make a case for him as the greatest. Sure. I mean, he's made a lot of significant films, but you know, stop acting as if there's no discussion. The same sort of morons who say that Tom Brady's the greatest quarterback ever and won't even discuss it, even though I don't even think he has all that strong a case. Kubrick is great. I'm sure he's good, you know. I tend to think that given his reputation, it has to be overblown. There's no way that he was the god that people thought he was. I don't know. But hey, I'll watch more of his films at some point. Yeah, I don't know. The store still looks unopenable. Oh, did I find the right place? Am I that good? He was skilled, yeah. I don't know which of his films I'll see next. Maybe, I don't know. Clockwork Orange is the weird one.
Pulling rank here, Cole.
One of the weird ones.
I'm not hauling myself up there.
Any Paths of Glory.
Get him, Tiger.
You'd slow me down anyway, old timer.
Oh? Oh, what? Pigeons. Oh, do I have to go along? No? Aw, that would have been cool. Instead of... Okay, fine. So you nearly died on the chandelier. Library is good now? Yeah, well, yeah, you gotta get the clues. Yes. I mean, I guess I just keep going up. Can I climb this? Probably not, no. Would be pretty funny if the game just let you by dumb luck find one of the envelopes, you know, instead of going in sequence. Cole, you'll never believe it. How hot it would be on that roof. Yeah, but I'm a cool dude, so it's okay. Again, the Guy Pearce character seems to me to be a big inspiration for this guy. Alright. You know, I have some trace recollection that if you screw up, maybe... Oh, no! Fuck! My hat. There we go. All better now. Now let's try this again. Yep. Fucker! No! Alright, I'm not going back for it this time. Damn it. That's annoying. I should just have a spare hat folded up, ready to go. Then it'd be all wrinkled and unstylish. Can't have that. I love that you can pick up your hat in this game, though. That's great. Alright. I wonder if there's any trick to this, or if you just automatically will occasionally fall and miraculously catch yourself every time. He doesn't even say anything when this happens. It's just, all right.
Sometimes a step backwards is a step in the right direction.
To climb to the moon. You know, it's the 1950s. This is before we had rockets to do it. You just had to climb. Yeah, you might like this game. I don't know. Ugh. Well, I got the clue music happening. That means there's something up here. Ladies? Aha! America. Now I forget if it makes me climb all the way down. Is the religious necklace? Yep.
Lady of Guadalupe, ripped from Antonia's necklace.
Which we've seen in the picture.
Around which death laughed, sepulchred emblems of dead destruction, ruin within ruin. This is a treasure hunt.
So I'm thinking either a cemetery or the morgue. Okay, good. I don't have to manually go back down.
What is it this time?
The religious medal from the Maldonado case.
The Dahlia, Moeller, Maldonado. When this gets out...
We still have to find the guy, Rusty.
Another poem. Well, you must have some idea, right? Come on, Phelps. We're on a roll here. Don't let me down.
Yeah, that's my motivation. Alright, what do we got? Oh, there's street crime again. Yeah. Where is the morgue? Where is it? Is it part of the police station? I don't think so. Legend. Where's the button for that? The tab. There we go. You go handle that problem. Probably. The dead, though. Where would the dead be? The intolerance set? I don't think so. There's a somewhere... whatever. Let's go. Yeah, you're right. Let's go deal with it. Might get another clue. Yeah, eventually Cole will say, oh, I got it. Oh, another thing, LA Cemetery. If, let me think. If you don't like driving around here, by the way, you can have your partner do pretty much all the driving. You can just hold down the button to bury all the actors. Oh, I thought you were just making a pun on LA Confidential. You can just have your partner drive to wherever the location is. You know, it'll just fade out and fade back in. That'll be pretty cool. If you don't want to deal with traffic. Come on, Rusty. That is one of the best parts of
catch hell for this.
LA Confidential is when Ed and who is it? James or Jack or whatever go into the bar to talk to Stompanato, and he's there with this gal, and then Ed calls her a hooker who looks like Lana Turner, and his buddy says, that is Lana Turner. What? That is Lana Turner. She throws a drink in his face. That was awesome. Alright, what do we got here? Mark the street crime. Let's go.
Banging up innocent men.
The newspapers will crucify the guy. They won't have time to wonder about our mistakes. We'll be okay, Rusty.
Forest Lawn.
As long as we catch the guy.
I hope you're right, Cole. We'll be famous if we make this case.
Stop talking about fame, dude. But yeah, that's another thing that's borrowed from LA Confidential is that, you know, you solve a case, but it turns out the people you caught weren't the ones. And you have to then go and undo it, basically, to find the real culprit. So, you know, there's a lot of inspiration from that movie I can sense in this game. But it's, hey, it's a good movie, and it's a pretty good game overall. Woodlawn? See, I don't get it. Are you making puns or what?
Oh shit! We got cops.
Yep, all two of them. I like the guy with the briefcase is just standing there. He gives precisely 0 fucks. Come on, let me get in the trunk. What the fuck?
Nowhere to go.
No, I can't. Okay. So sometimes you can go into your... Those are the names of the cemetery. Oh. See, I thought you were making a Forrest Gump joke. But yeah, normally, sometimes you can go into your trunk and get some more guns. You can get a Thompson or a shotgun. Where does that at? I don't think you can wall bang in this game though, so. Ow.
I'll lay down some suppression.
Yeah, you can do that. Wait, the shotgun guy isn't dead? Jeez. Stolen some secretary's car. We were driving our car. Oh well.
11K calling KGPL. We're code 4 on the 211 at Rawlings Bowling Alley.
Also, I'd be the biggest hero on the planet for killing so many, you know, criminals all the time. You know, forget the cases. I've killed at least 40 or 50 bad guys in this game, maybe more. I don't know. Alright, so a cemetery. Wait. Where is it? Well, you know, that looks pretty somber. 45 faces done now. Yeah, exactly. You know, actually, one of the outfits you can wear in this game gives you better accuracy or something with the 45. I forget what they all do. Let's see, so I actually don't know what this suit does. The shoot straighter with the Thompson bar and shotgun. You almost never get the BAR in this game, unfortunately. Go and get the Harry Callahan Award. Absolutely. Don't believe everything in the papers. Yeah, this one gives you increased 45 ability. Punch better. Rubbing shoulders with movie stars. I don't even know what that's supposed to be. I always just wore this one. I think dark suits look better. And I'm not a fan of multicolored ones. Oh yeah, Dirty. I saw the first 2 Death Wish movies while I was down. Yeah. That, yeah. I don't know. Have you seen those? Yep, well, I don't think this is it, unfortunately. Unless, well, I'm gonna walk up to it. Not equal to Dirty. Yeah, but it makes me think of it. It's from that same era. It got a bazillion sequels. You know, I agree Dirty Harry is a better movie than Death Wish. But it made me think of it, you know. Oh, man, it's Charles Bronson. So, have you seen those movies, and which ones have you seen, if any? Pretty sure this isn't the place, though, unfortunately. We're looking for a morgue, or something like that. Yeah, this is not the place. Oh, well. Death Wish is a 70s spectacular drama. Hilarious marijuana. I mean, I don't even know what that means, so. Again, I have a little bit of association with those 2 movies, you know. Bunch of sequels, a guy cleaning up town, that sort of thing. There's some similarities there. You know, again, Dirty Harry's a better movie, but, yeah. Yeah. Spectacular drama. Okay. The hidden vehicle. I just don't know. You see anything here that looks like a cemetery? Probably no good. Wait, how come I don't... Wait, I wonder. Any phones around here that I could call and ask about cemeteries? Well, actually, Cole doesn't have the... He's not thinking that way yet. Let's just keep driving around. But yeah, have you seen the original or any of the sequels in that series? Or you just, is that below you?
What are you doing?
Sound like dispatch had something to say to me, but then got quiet. Grand, I've heard of that. Was a cop. Bronson's character was a vigilante, dentist, or doc, or something. Architect. Was soft. All Americans fatigued by the tremendous growth of street crime falling. Okay. Yeah, I get that. There are differences between the two movies. They're very distinct, but I would still say that it's a guy taking the law into his own hands, dealing with criminals, you know, through force mainly. Although I will say this, that in the original movie, Bronson's character isn't seeking out the guys that killed his wife and raped the shit out of his daughter. He's just killing punks, you know, and essentially baiting them into it almost. He never finds the guys that did it. Which, by the way, though, I will say, one cool thing about the Death Wish movies, at least the first two, is that was a bit of a breeding ground for future stars. One of the punks in the first movie is Jeff Goldblum. And I think that might have been his very first role, or his very early, you know, I think maybe his first speaking role or something like that. No idea how amazing Balls Crazy the street crime was in the 70s. I wasn't there, so I can't say firsthand, no. But I would imagine it picked up quite a bit. Anyway, there's actually an urban legend that Denzel Washington got his first role in, yeah, gotta shut him up. Remember Goldblum in that film? Yeah. But Denzel Washington actually didn't appear in that movie. It's just a guy who looks like him, I guess. He hadn't started acting yet. At the end of the movie, there's the cop that finds Paul Kersey. That's Christopher Guest, you know, Count Rugen from The Princess Bride. Then the second film, Lawrence Fishburne is one of the punks, you know, so. And it's one of his very first roles. Same with Guest, you know. All three of those guys is either their first role or is extremely early in their careers. You know, so, I don't know. Maybe it's just proof that Bronson's the greatest. Some of his magic rubbed off on him or something. I don't know. His squinty-eyed demeanor. But that's kind of neat. You know, a little bit of trivia.
Black, deep.
Put him in the tar pits?
I don't get it. The tar pits, Rusty.
Oh, jeez! Aha, I just saw Psycho. Yeah, see? You have good memory. Yeah, look at you. So you have seen the first two movies.
Remains they found there, of course our guy's attracted to it.
Well, let's hope he got stuck in them.
Oop. Doorbell. Hang on. I'll be right back. I'm coming, Kurt. Do me a big favor. Critical Supreme Court update. Boy, I told those folks to stop sending me mail. La Brea? What's La Brea? Yeah, I got 3 Netflix DVDs, and I had Kirchma take a letter to the post office. Okay, tar pits. Alright, the black thing I should have recognized. Okay, jeez. Well, at least I'm headed in the right direction. But yeah, I just saw Psycho. Of course I should have made that association instantly. Oh well. I will say, though, one thing that stands out about those two Death Wish movies to me is that they have boss endings. The end of the first movie, Kersey's in the Chicago airport or whatever. He's going to start his new life. And there are these jerks who mess with a gal and knock down her stuff or whatever. And he's helping her pick it up, and one of them makes a fuck you gesture with a pole or whatever. You know, and he just smiles at him and points his finger at this thumb cocked, you know. And I don't think he winks at him, but, you know, it's just, yeah, while Kersey's in town. And then the second film, you know, it's, he's killed all the guys. Oh, hold X. There we go. You know, he's back at his architect's job, and his buddy says, oh, you're giving a new building party next week. We'd like you to be there. I'll be there. Are you sure you're free? What else would I be doing? You know, and the music's really awesome at that moment. It shows his shadow walking along a wall, and then you hear gunshots, and yep, he's still out there. So, it's not great cinema, but it's watchable, and, you know, it's one of those cultural things, you know. Death Wish, people know those movies, so. Or people have heard of them, and they mock how many there are. Actually, you know the fuck you, I was right guy, you know, that I showed you? He actually is a pretty big fan of Death Wish, and he has some pretty good reviews of those films. I've seen his reviews for the first two. I haven't watched the others yet. But yeah, he's a fan of Bronson. And Eastwood, for that matter. He has reviews of Dirty Harry and the Dirty Harry sequels. Actually, as a matter of fact, you know, I need to check this. I don't know if it's actually the case. But I think Magnum Force is one of the DVDs I'm getting soon, if it's not here. Okay, The Usual Suspects. I'm opening up these envelopes. This is very dramatic. I should have my webcam on for this, really, but I'd have to tab out of the game, and that's just not an option. Seven Psychopaths. My mom wants to see that one. Don't miss that curb. I won't. Seven Psychopaths. I think that's Christopher Walken and a bunch of other dudes in it. Maybe Magnum Force is coming on the next one. Top Gun. Okay, so Top Gun, Usual Suspects, and Magnum Force is good. One of my favorites. Yeah, I think at some point I'm just gonna watch all the Dirty Harry movies and all the Death Wish movies and all the Rocky movies. You know, those ones that just kept on going and going and going. I understand that I think the last Dirty Harry movie is pretty reviled, but I still want to see it just to say I have. Sort of the same way I read Atlas Shrugged all the way through. You know, I can say that I've read it. Yeah, people like The Usual Suspects. I really don't know anything about it, except that it has Spacey in it, I think. I don't know. That's another great line of Razor Fist. He's talking about some allegations against Trump or whatever that have been out for a few years. And he said at one point, this shit's so old, Spacey won't fuck it! So, the guy's away with words and emphasis. The last one was, oh, I can't wait. Travesty. Abomination? Crime Against Humanity? What? Where are you going with that one? Jeez, these pedestrians do not give a fuck. What was the last Dirty Harry film? I think it's the Deadpool. Because there's, what, Dirty Harry, then Magnum Force, then I forget, then Sudden Impact. That's the one with the go ahead, make my day line. And then I think the Deadpool is the last one. I forget what the third one is. Where the heck am I going? Oh, I'm almost there. Oh, I am here. Oh, heck. Let's proceed on foot then. Sudden Impact was great. Nice. A good line for sure. Gonna go boating out here. Is there a bridge to get to that little island, maybe? I don't know. Although it's really dated. Ah, who gives a shit if it's dated, you know? I'm pretty sure that Batman TV show is dated. That doesn't matter. If it's good, it's good. I mean, heck, this is pretty dated. 1947. What do we got here? Dirty Harry's badge. I see, I see. Oh, jeez, it's a collectible. Smith, Wesson, and me. Yeah. That's pretty good. Anyways, I'll watch it at some point, you know. Maybe do a marathon or something. I don't know. Well. I have to wonder, are there actually tar pits just out there? Also, where's our tar boat to get to the other side? To get to the little island. We're gonna have the whole tar pits drained? Hey, more experience. You know, you can only get to level 20 in this game.
These are my best shoes, Phelps. I'll leave you to it.
Cool. Oh, good, I have waiters.
Very funny.
Yeah.
Whoa! Get a move on, Cole. Those boards are sinking. You want to end up like the other fossils?
Okay, that's pretty dumb. And they recover bones of dire wolves there all the time. I hear you. Sounds like a pretty dire situation.
Ground, Phelps. Can you see it through the tar?
Steady.
How you doing out there?
Yeah. Sorry, doorbell just rang. Less than. Language of it. Not you. True. Normally Tuesday. You have an idea. I'm really looking forward. Dire wolf, you'll consider a dire situation. Yeah. How to get his hat back? Magic. Well, no, he got it on the way down. Yeah, I'm looking forward to being able to walk again. That's gonna be great.
Trying to get across this thing.
What are you talking about? He's heavier. Rusty would sink this stuff in seconds.
Whoa! Easy.
You don't want to fall in now, Phelps.
That's at the forefront of my thinking.
Alright, no problem. What do we have here? The shoe, okay. Good.
One of Teresa Terrelson's shoes.
Yep.
A sphere which is as many thousand spheres. Okay, where to now?
Disco ball? Seriously, that clue is a disco ball. As many thousand spheres. Solid as crystal. You know, music and light. This also raises the question, how'd you get back through the tar if you were almost sinking the first time? Oh well.
What is it?
An open-toed white shoe and another stanza from the poem.
No, I really thought that hobo bum did the Terrelson broad.
Confessions from the insane aren't the most credible evidence, Rusty.
Is this thing over?
It's all part of his power over us, making us run around all over the city for the crumbs he's leaving us.
So if we keep this up, we can find the guy?
Could be a gumball machine. You know, spheres inside of spheres. Oh boy, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish this before I have to go get my groceries. Alright. Bub-a-dub-a-dub. El Mapo. Here. Police car's emergency light. I don't know about that. That seems... Although, look at this one. This one has a big circle on it. Nah, that's the fountain where we were originally, I think. Is that the same fountain? No, the original fountain was at Pershing Square. Yeah, that's right. Well, this will give us a nice long ways to drive. While we give Phelps some time to figure it all out. Oh yeah, speaking of Bronson, that's another movie I watched. I watched The Magnificent Seven. You know, there's some people that really love that movie and think it's the greatest. I thought it was just okay. I don't know. Just...
So this guy looks out for women in bars who've had too much to drink.
Who are emotionally disturbed.
Need a shoulder to cry on, he plies them with booze.
Probably offers them a lift home.
Then beats their brains out and strangles them. Could be any schmo hanging out in bars.
No, not anyone. He displays the body.
I don't know, man. I just, Yo, Jimbo? I don't know. I mean, I like Yul Brynner's performance in it. That's pretty good. I thought Charles Coburn was pretty solid. Everyone else was just kind of meh. I don't know. I'm definitely not in that group of people that think Eli Wallach is the greatest thing ever. He's alright. He's a bit hammy, and that's fine, but I'm just not... I don't know. It just didn't do much for me. There wasn't a lot going on in the movie.
Leaves us messages. For all the violence, it's very controlled behavior.
Just didn't think it stood out all that much. I don't know. It has a great title, that's for sure. That is an awesome name for a movie. Remake of Curse. Yeah, I read about that it's, you know, a Japanese story about defending some town. And maybe that's why it felt a little weird, you know? That it had roots in another culture and was a transplant. Not to say that's bad, but it makes it odd, you know? I found it all too convenient that they found all these high-class gunmen, assassin, bounty hunter guys who were all... Okay. I'm not calling it bad. I just didn't get the same kick out of it that apparently other people did. I don't know. You see the Three Amigos? No, I have not. Not seen the Three Amigos. But yeah, I just didn't get all that much out of it. And again, I thought it was so convenient. It's just, oh, Charles Bronson normally works for hundreds of dollars, willing to work for, what was it, 40 or something? Or 20? I forget. You know? Charles Coburn, who's obviously a world-class knife thrower killer. You know, oh yeah, he's willing to do it for cheap. And it's just, how do they find all these guys? Blast millions of quotable lines. Alright. I'll, you know, I've actually got on my laptop here where I watch the stream chat. I have my movies list open. So I'll go down. It's in alphabetical order. So I will add the Three Amigos, the Three Bad Sisters, the Three Amigos. What year did that come out? They're all in their last. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of lame to me. I mean, because Yul Brynner's doing it out of the goodness of his heart. And I think McQueen kind of is too. I don't know. I'm also not the biggest fan of Steve McQueen. Although, before I, you know, I haven't seen The Cincinnati Kid. I haven't seen Bullet. You know, those are two of his best films, supposedly. I've seen him in The Great Escape. And I saw him somewhere else. I forget where. Maybe it was this movie that I'm thinking of. But people seem to think that he was awesome in The Great Escape. And yeah, that motorcycle chase. They make a German play the young Mexican kid. I did not know that. Bullet is nearly perfect. Yeah, I think I have it. I'll watch that soon. I do need to see Steve McQueen at his best. It's only fair, you know. But yeah, in The Great Escape, people forget just how much time Hilt spends in the cooler, you know? He's not in that movie all that much. I would say that, I mean, obviously the main character is Bartlett, you know, Richard Attenborough. I would say that James Garner's character, you know, the guy who helps out the blind dude, is a more major character in that movie. You know, I'd say even Charles Bronson's. Yeah, it's not the proper spelling of Bullet. Even Charles Bronson's character, I think, is more of a major character in the film, even if he is kind of static. But, I don't know. I mean, McQueen's okay in that movie, and the motorcycle chase is great, especially that jump. But, man, I don't know. He has this gigantic reputation. Maybe Bullet will make me see it. Great. Yeah, Garner does a good job. I love that movie. It's fantastic. It's patient. It's pretty authentic. They did a great job. But yeah, I'll watch Bullet at some point. I'll watch The Three Amigos at some point. I'll go find it. Give it a shot, you know. I do need to brush up on some Westerns, you know. I'm not all that big a Western guy. I've seen the Dollars trilogy. I've seen Unforgiven, which I was horribly disappointed by, but I've told you about that one. Magnificent Seven now. I've seen Bad Day at Black Rock. Don't watch that shit on cable unless it's on TCM. I don't have a television. That's why I have Netflix DVDs. You know, so I'm good. Don't have to worry about that. Commercials kill many good films. You are right about that. Also, TV versions just are very oftentimes censored, which doesn't happen so much anymore, but I imagine it still happens. Shut your whore mouth. Yeah, sorry, man. I guess I went in with higher expectations than that movie could deliver. Based on the cast, based on the reviews, based on the awards it got, I just thought this must be amazing. And I just watched $1 Million Baby and seen the Dollars trilogy, and I was really, man, this Eastwood guy, he's awesome. You know, it was just, I don't know. I'll watch it again at some point, but that movie was pretty forgettable. For me, anyway. I like Hackman in it, though. Hackman's good. Hackman's always good. I haven't seen Hackman play a bad one yet. You see how skillfully I just evaded that? You men don't want to die, better. There on the back, yeah. So. No, it has one of the, you know, could evade the curbs with that level of skill. Curbs are sneaky little bastards, man. They sneak up on you. They're lying in wait down there. They're so short and hard to see.
A sphere which is many thousand spheres, solid as crystal.
I sure hope it's not on the other side of town.
Isn't there an armillary sphere at the LA County Art Museum?
What the fuck are you talking about?
I agree, Rusty.
Let's go.
Alright. Where the hell is it? Fuck! I drove the exact wrong... It was right next to the tar pits! What the fuck? Oh my gosh. Ugh. I'm really tempted to just quick travel there, but no, I'll drive. Fuck! I should have driven in circles around the block over and over again. Anyway, so I'm trying to think other westerns I've seen. I haven't seen a ton of them. Can you stop and have a piece of pie? I don't think so. I don't think you can eat in this game. And I don't think you can drink. I mean, there are cutscenes where I think you drink. I forget. I wish the game was a little more open world where you could just go around and see crap, kind of like GTA is, where you can just go to shops and stuff and that sort of thing. I don't know. I do wish there was a bit more of a Mass Effect-y kind of, you know, aspect to it, where you just go talk to people. You know? But the game's still pretty good. Again, I'm thrilled it has a black and white option so you can make it look more noir. Want to extend the gameplay, but this helps the well, I mean, this game actually went through a long development cycle. It came out in 2011, but I think they started on it in 2004 or 2005, you know? Whoa, what is wrong with you? So it had a long trouble development. They had to scrap it at one point and all this, you know, they used cutting-edge facial recognition software to do the interrogations and stuff, you know? I mean, it was a long, drawn-out thing. And it's not getting a sequel, it looks like. So, even though Rockstar has made some reference to maybe doing it, but that was 5 years ago, so. I don't know. It's a flawed gem, but it's a gem. But yeah, without the traffic, it definitely look or seem a lot less realistic. How close am I? Eh. Yeah, it's good to watch movies, especially old ones. You know, if I get a street crime that's in the opposite direction, I am not going there. I discovered a landmark. How about that? Named after the general, perhaps? I don't know. Ooh. Yep. No, no. He fucked it up. Surprised my partner didn't have anything to say about that. He usually disparages it when I hit things. Made the pedestrian reconsider his options, yeah. If he wanted to continue having options, he needed to reconsider. Oh boy. Oh, I'm on Hoover. Nice. Alright, let's get in there. Just let me vault the fence, right? Ah, come on. Whatever. Yeah, I figured you might comment on that. You know, this game has a lot of statistics. I don't think it has the number of times you've hit a curb. So, cases, film reels, yada yada. But it keeps track of your max speed, jumps, time spent driving, total distance driven, 109 miles. Vehicles commandeered, vehicles destroyed. I didn't even know you could destroy a vehicle in this game. Suspect vehicles rolled, suspect vehicles disabled, wingman shots on target, brawling, blows landed, blows received, etc. You know, it's got a fair amount of information in here. Miscellaneous. Failures. Partner hint received, yada yada. So, yeah. Does not keep track of the times I hit the curb, though. Sorry, I know you're disappointed. There might be a mod for that. Probably should be a mod for that. Well, well, well. I gotta do a maze. Isn't it amazing?
On it goes. When do you think we'll reach the end of this thing?
I don't know.
That's that cop.
Yep, I'm that cop.
Hey, there's such a thing as soap, you know?
Such a thing as soap. Killed more than women typhus.
Been in here, Galloway?
Fewer than Chuck Connors in the Rifleman. I haven't seen that.
No intention of going in. I heard that thing's tricky.
Oh, right.
I'm gonna wait here and have a quiet smoke. Think about hidden meetings.
My detective sense. It's tingling. Nope. Taking me farther out. Murdering guys thrice weekly, yada yada. Alright. Went a little too quickly, got lost. See though. I mean, if I just randomly blunder around, I'll eventually come to it. But I think this might be taking me back outside. No. Ah, good. And yep, another ring. Genghis Khan, eh? Genghis Khan, as played by John Wayne.
Axford Henry.
Yeah. Thrones, altars.
Altars, judgment seats, and prisons. No, it couldn't be.
Yeah, it sounds like a cemetery. Talked about obelisks.
See? That was easy.
Where they put the
Henry's ring. How far does this thing go?
put the death sentence people.
How did we not catch this nut job?
Good question, Bubsy. All right. I may head there just because it's a cemetery.
Solve that big case.
I solve all the crimes. I've never actually seen John Wayne in that movie, though. I need to, just to, you know, just experience it, I guess. I think it's called The Conqueror. Yeah, I imagine that'd be pretty entertaining. Some things are so bad they must be enjoyable.
He's leaving us this trail of evidence. Why?
Vanity. He wants to see if there's anyone out there smart enough to catch him.
He leaves us evidence, but every location is a trap.
He's testing us, physically and mentally, to see whether we are worthy of him.
The Titan guy, who had the stoush with God.
Very good. You thinking about reading some Shelley?
All that egghead stuff. I'm sticking to the funny papers and the form.
Yeah, you know, it happens. My Irish captain might disagree with you. You know, the second Spacey's character says that Ed doesn't know, or I haven't told him, I thought, you're dead. You know, see ya. You know, that is the worst thing you could possibly ever say. I didn't know if he'd be dying that instant. Of course, a moment later he does, but I just thought, yep, you're toast. Either on the way out of the house, or, you know, it's just, bye. I love the atmosphere here. This is how Noire should be, you know, dark and rain and moody. We're no doubt smoking cigarettes inside the car. This is how it should be all the time, or most of the time, or a lot of the time. I don't know if this is the place, though. I also wonder, how long would it take to complete this game on foot? Oh. Have I found the right place? I don't think so. Yep, doors still don't look openable. Damn. Pity. Maybe that people will recognize me even on a dark street. I guess I'm just that awesome. Ubiquitous. Alright. Now, vehicle. Maybe the park? I don't know. I wish these things, some of these are hidden vehicles and some of those are locations that I haven't been to yet. I guess these are all hidden vehicles then. Anyway, where do I want to go now? I don't want to head back in that direction generally so that I don't have to... I don't know, it'll be on the other side of town regardless of what I do. Oh well. So what movies have you been watching lately? I've been talking a lot about movies I've been watching. Time to hear your end of the story. Or read it, anyway. Take a look. That clue again. Cooking lunch, nice. There's the thrones, altars, judgments, seats, and prisons. So a church somewhere. Where in? Besides which? Unworn obelisks look forth. Yeah. I don't know. Go to a prison. I don't know where there are any prisons. You know, unless I'm meant to go to the police lockup, Central Station, which I kind of doubt. British Railroad, Bradbury Building, Hall of Record now, Union State now. I don't know. That's a jail. Yeah, exactly. And they also wouldn't be buried there, or, you know, there wouldn't be altars there either, so a cemetery seems more likely. Chapel with a cemetery, some sort of You see, this is what's irritating. Assholes will stop right in front of you in Forest Lawn. I don't know where that is. Yeah, dig? Even if I zoom in, I don't get anything else. I don't know where that is. Wilshire Police Station. Yeah. Yeah, see? Hidden vehicle, hidden vehicle. T-bone. Yeah, again, the guy just stops right in front of me. Keep going, we would have been fine. That is the most annoying thing about the AI in this game. Yeah, this isn't it. What's a hidden vehicle? A special, you know, car that you can find and drive, I guess. I imagine they're nice looking. Wait a minute. Oh, shit. I left Rusty behind. You see that blue dot? On my little map on the bottom left? That's Rusty trying to catch up with me. Shit. Whoopsie. He's gonna be jogging for a while. Sorry, officer. Yep, there's Rusty. He's just standing there, I guess. Mayfair Hotel. Does anything look like a cemetery? I don't know, maybe this thing? That wouldn't be on Beverly Boulevard, though. Gotta be in the crap section of town, right? Maybe here? Oop. Oh, you know, I just had a horrible thought. Without Rusty, will I be able to, figure it out? Because this is it's always Phelps and Rusty talking. You know, saying, oh, it might be this. Oh my gosh, how did I not think of it, you know? So without him, am I boned? Drove off too quickly. Fuck. Alright. Better go back to him, I guess. Since I'm here. Alright. Did you leave Rusty behind? I left him a long ways to go without realizing it. So now I better go back to him. Thing is, I don't even think I can fast travel to him. Yeah, I can't fast travel because I don't have my partner. Sounding board? Yeah, I don't know what you mean by that. But, oh yeah, I see what you mean. Okay, yeah. Yes, he does. And now I've got to drive back to get him so that we can solve the crime. This is obnoxious, but whatever. I'll keep my eyes peeled for any cemeteries. Yeah, I know it says partner. I just gotta go to him. Put a little flag there thinking maybe I could fast travel alone, but it doesn't let you. Goes to show you, don't leave your partner behind. I guess. Man, we had better strike up this conversation instantly once he's in the car. Yeah, hobbling around the grocery store is going to be very fun. Getting to my door is an irritation. Ah. I am oh so very much looking forward to going to the doctor and getting this worked out again.
just a scratch.
Oh, when Rusty's not around, Cole says stuff about his collisions. That's funny. That's a nice touch. And this game has a lot of nice details in it. Can you play this in first person? I don't know. You should look that up. I don't know of an option for it, but I know there's one in GTA 5. Hey, Rusty. The cop who came in from the rain. What's up, fool? Get in.
He's sending us to that movie set they made for Intolerant.
Oh, jeez. Well, at least it's right here.
I think the message might be on the throne there.
Didn't I read about you shooting that place up 6 months ago?
We've all got to make our names somehow.
Ah, that guy, there's a street crime. Where the hell is it? It's not close, so I ain't doing it. Kind of dislike third person. Depends on the game, but I hear ya. Let me climb the fence, or let me push it open. Fuck you. Yeah, look it up on Google, see if you can play this game. With obtaining fame. Rusty's the one who's more fame. I think Cole's making fun of him a little bit there. Rusty's the one who keeps saying, oh yeah, we'll be famous if we bust this guy. Cole's the straight-laced, you know, by the books, this is for justice, kind of. Is this the right place? Yeah, it's the Intolerant set. So, how do I get in? Do I just bust through with my car? Probably not. What the piss? What? The little flag says right here. I was confused.
I hear he's an honest cop.
Yep.
There's an oxymoron for you.
Okay.
Will you?
Cool. At least that was intuitive.
There's a drone up there. Now it's just a matter
Of course.
getting to it.
Yeah, I wonder if I'm going up alone. Little flashlight here, it works just fine, you know? I mean, nighttime, it's raining, gloomy atmosphere, chasing down a killer. This is how it should be. Up, up, up. I'm into the moon again. Yeah, maybe we'll get there. One small murder case for Cole Phelps. One typical afternoon for Hollywood.
Jesus, now look what you did.
How'd you
Hang
get
on,
there?
Cole, I'll get you off of there.
Oh, fuck. I forgot. You have to balance the stupid thing. Yeah.
Jesus, now look what you did. Hang on, Cole, I'll get you off of there.
Okay. Nope, 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 go forward. No, 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 this way, this way, this way. This way. Yep, gently, gently. Lock. Roll.
You gotta make it to the next platform. Get that thing as close as you can, then jump.
Yeesh. You just casually pulled out your flashlight. I'm good. I think it's the first time I've died in this game. Wait, what? Is this... Am I stupid? Did I miss something? Ah. Wait, what? Get up there. Don't you need to get up there? You don't need to get up there. Okay. Whoa. I like the little motion he does. That's pretty good. Oh, ladder. Okay. Oh boy, how many more clues do I have to do? And it's a good thing it's not a windy day, otherwise these envelopes would have blown off. Another ring. How many are we gonna go through? E. Yep.
Typewriter ring. Evelyn Summers. Place he calls home. End of the line.
Train. Okay, I'm gonna read this all. Not blood, it mingles with my tears. Jeez. You know, as far as interpresidential pranks go, I don't mind that one so much. Yeah, that's actually kind of funny.
No, 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 no! Come on! Go! I thought the whole thing was gonna come crashing down on him.
I thought so too. He murdered Evelyn Summers, Rusty. The last trophy was her ring.
You find another piece of the poem?
Yes. The last
I hear you. I hear
Sure,
you.
Cole? Let's find out.
I don't know that I want to do this. Need to go get groceries, eat lunch.
Might see this as a cry for help.
Really?
For God's sake, Phelps. I'm not trying to justify this.
Hear me out, Rusty.
Alright,
This
let's
guy
hear
has been successfully slaughtering women for half a year, maybe longer. He researches who he kills, and then plants evidence so that we always have someone to go after. If he hadn't sent the letters in the poem, he could have gone on forever. We would have been none the wiser. We would have 4 executed men on our conscience and have been happy about it. Why else is he doing this?
Alright.
You're the new face.
Well, since you're going, I think I'll go.
The modern cop tries to understand why the perv does what he does. Me? I just drop the hammer down my whole lives. Find the road and really don't worry about what it's feeling. Just grind it every day.
Alright, cool. Yeah, I need to get this thing to save. See you around. Nice chatting with you. Ah, man.
I recognize that guy from the paper. He's a cop.
That's the one. About a week ago, this guy murdered his wife and dumped the body. That's the cop who put him away.
Don't you dare honk at me.
LAPD, police emergency.
You can't do this!
You can drive.
Here, Rusty, old boy. Saving? Saving? I don't know if it's saved. Oh, well, I'm done. Catch you later. Take care. Be good, or else.